Hello and welcome to another video from Midas Touch Toys, Games and Collectibles. And today we are looking at the 1997 release by Corgi from their 007 Corgi Classic James Bond collection. And this particular one we are looking at today is of the Moon Buggy, which was seen in the 1971 Bond movie Diamonds Are Forever, which stars Sean Connery as James Bond. And this particular model comes complete with a miniature James Bond white metal hand painted figure. Okay, so this is the box that it comes in, and it says Corgi Classics with a Corgi logo, 007, contains one die-cast model and hand painted white metal figure. And there you can see an image of James Bond holding his pistol, and you can see an image of the Moon Buggy. And at the bottom it's got James Bond Collection 007, 65201, Moon Buggy and James Bond figure set. Okay, so that is the front of the box. Let's turn the box around. Is there anything on the back of these boxes? Well, no, absolutely nothing, apart from the barcode. So on the side, we have, again, the image of the figure, James Bond. It's got Corgi Classics, James Bond Collection 007, and then you've got the Moon Buggy at this end. And it's got 1963, 007, and gun logo, 997, Eon Products Limited, and Mac and Inc. All rights reserved. Detail scale model for the adult collector. And if I turn the box to the side and just zoom out a little bit, it's got Corgi Classics 007, James Bond Collection 007, Moon Buggy and James Bond figure set 65201. And I think so we're same on the back side and the same on the other edge. Okay, so that's the box. Let's open the box up and see what we got inside. Okay, so I've removed the lid from the box and this is what we've got. So we've got this card on the front, which I'm going to just go and pull out. And there you can see behind, you've got the Moon Buggy and you've got the James Bond figure. Now we'll have a good look at those in a moment. But let's see what this card says. So you've got 3 points, 3 Corgi points, 007 free Corgi points. Now I believe those were, if you collect those, you would end up with a free model. There was some promotion going on at the time. I'm not quite sure, can't remember exactly what it was. Anyway, it says Corgi Classics, Moon Buggy and James Bond figure set, 65201. Since the first James Bond model, the Aston Martin, was produced in 1965, Corgi has had a continuous working relationship with the producers of the James Bond 007 movies. The James Bond collection celebrates this relationship by recreating some of the most famous models produced over the years. The Aston Martin was originally produced to coincide with the release of Goldfinger, the first film to feature the vehicle, incorporating all the working features of its film star counterpart. The vehicle has been re-released many times over the years in several scales, colours, and continues to be one of the best loved models ever released. This 143 scale gold Aston Martin DB5 featured in this collection is included with a 54mm white metal figure of Oddjob from the film Goldfinger. In 1967, the second Bond model to be released by Corgi was the Toyota 2000 GT from the film You Only Live Twice. It was released in October 1967 and achieved sales in excess of 768,000. This 143 scale model is re-released to coincide with the 30th anniversary of You Only Live Twice and includes the 54mm white metal figure of Ernest Stavro Blofeld. 1972 saw the release of the Moon Buggy as featured in the film Diamonds Are Forever, recreated to replace the vehicle used in the film. This detailed scale model comes with a 54mm white metal figure of James Bond. And then released in 1977, the Lotus Esprit was featured in this film The Spy Who Loved Me and remains one of the most fondly remembered of the James Bond models, featuring replicated working features such as 4 rockets which fire from the rear screen and ejectable fins and rudders. This model celebrates the 20th anniversary of The Spy Who Loved Me and includes a 54mm white metal figure of Jaws. Okay, so that's all the information. So we've got a 54mm figure of Sean Connery as James Bond on there, and then we've got obviously got the Moon Buggy. Right, let's take the lid off, remove the plastic, and there we have the James Bond figure, and we have the Moon Buggy. Let's just remove that piece of plastic, put that back in there if that's staying there. Yep. Okay, and there we have the Moon Buggy. Just see if this it's taped up, so I can't actually open the figure, but we can just have a very quick look at the figure, which is, it says 54 millimeters, but it is in actual fact probably somewhere in the region of about 57, 58. It is James Bond. If I just bring it closer to the camera, I'll zoom in a little bit closer. There we go. So you can see the image there. It's not a particularly very good image, but you can see he's dressed in his white dinner suit, or dinner jacket I should say, his black trousers, and he's holding his pistol, and he's on a stand, and that's the back side of him. So nice features on there. Some detailing is very good. The curve in the jacket and so on. The pistol is very good. Just the facial features are not particularly on, but then it's only a little white metal figure, which was an extra addition to the model itself. Okay, let's have a look at the Moon Buggy, which was, I think, one of my favourites from Corgi, because at the time when I was a boy, there was a lot of functionalities on this one, which I really enjoyed. So you've got the arms, which raise and lower, and they've got a claw, which if you press the button back, it will open and you can grab things with it. And you've got the same on the other one. So again, the arms go up and down and the claw opens. Let's just tuck those back away. Now inside there you can see there's a baddie figure. I'm not quite sure who that's supposed to be, but there is a baddie figure in there. And if you look at the radar dish, when it moves along, the radar dish rotates. So that's the model. On the bottom, it's got Corgi James Bond 007, Diamonds Are Forever, and the Moon Buggy. It does feature obviously 3 rolling wheels and rotating radar dish. Let's give it a measure. So I'm going to measure it from the base and go all the way across. So we are looking at 11.5 centimeters across, and the widest point is going to be from the edge of the wheel to the edge of the wheel, which is 9 centimeters. And if I measure height wise, which will be from the bottom of the wheel to the top of the radar dish, we are looking at 9 centimeters. So that gives you an idea of scale. Obviously it will be higher if you put the arms up and do what you need to do with the arms, but otherwise it's nicely detailed. You've got United States printed on the side with the US flag. It's got #1 at the front, same on the other side here, and it is die-cast metal with a few plastic bits. So the radar dish is obviously plastic, the ball is plastic, the covering is plastic. Does that lift up? I don't know if that lifts up or not. I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. So you can't actually take the figure out of there. He's firmly attached inside. But that is plastic. Just the top section is plastic. I'm guessing the figure's plastic as well. And the jaws are plastic. But the rest of it, obviously the wheels are rubber, but the rest of it is all die-cast metal. So there we have it. That's a lovely looking model, and like I say, it was one of my favorites as a child because it had lots of functionalities to it, and what you wanted from your vehicles and toys at the time was lots of playability with them. And obviously this had lots that you can do with it, so it was one of my favorites. Now, how well is this range done? Now, I don't believe this range was that successful for Corgi. They obviously produced a vast number, as they always do, but I don't think it went for very long because I don't think the sales were particularly great on these. They were all reissues, obviously. They had all been out before, but as I say, I don't think the sales were tremendous on these, and I don't think the line lasted. Don't get me wrong, there was quite a few of them that they done. And obviously the first 3, as was recorded on the card, was done. 4 that was recorded on the card was done, but I believe there was a few others after that as well. But yeah, I mean, nice models, terrifically quality wise, but sadly just didn't do as well as expected. But of course that makes them very collectible. And obviously now we've just celebrated the 60th anniversary of Bond a couple of years ago, so these are very collectible and highly sought after again, and very difficult to find. But as usual, we at Minus Touch have managed to find a few, and they're currently available to purchase on the Midas Touch website, which you can get to quite simply by clicking the link below. It will take you straight to the website. You'll be able to find this and many other vintage James Bond items and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles. Come to that. There's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we are uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website. There will be something for everybody, and I'm absolutely positive you're not going to want to miss this, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new products which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there is something in particular you are looking for, something old that you've never been able to find, something quirky you might want to buy for a friend, or maybe just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories, well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know, the next item we upload could be that item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I hope you've enjoyed this very short video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you again soon.